Hi everyone, this is Snoopy from DNB Academy, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to make basses like the ones in the track Jungle Dub by Drumsound Bassline Smith. So this is the original track.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
And this is my recreation. Also, before we get started with the video, make sure you get subscribed to the channel and keep notifications of our future videos. And if you want to support the channel, consider grabbing one of our products at dnbacademy.com. We have great preset packs, producer bundles made by pro artists like Icicle, Current Value, Abyss, Mastic, and many more, showing you how to make a track from start to finish with all project files, presets, samples, etc. included. And speaking about samples and presets, if you want the ones from this video, consider joining the preset pass. The link is also in the description below. So that being said, let's get into the video. So this will be the notes that we'll be playing. And now let's jump into Serum. So for this one, we're going to use a square wave. So let's go into basic shapes, wavetable position, into a square wave. Let's lower 2 octaves. So as you can see, tonally, we're pretty close to the sound. So next, let's do the pitch. We can hear some pitching happening, like a small pitch decay. So let's go into LFO 1. And let's draw a small curve. Trigger it as envelope, so each time the note plays, it's triggered. Let's remove the BPMs and let's set it about 3-4 or something. Then we're gonna assign it to the chorus pit. We're going to matrix and set it to unipolar instead of bipolar. Clicking here. Go back to the oscillator. And I'll give it just a really small amount, about 5, 4, let's see. So from this, let's go into the filter. So let's use an MG18 for this one. Remove all the resonance out of it. And let's bring the cutoff here. From here, let's assign it now to LFO2, right? And on LFO2, again, on envelope. But this time we're going to do a bigger decay curve. And let's set this rate to 1-2. Again, assign it to the cutoff. Let's remove a little bit so it doesn't get to the highest point. About 50. Oh, I set it to bars. Okay. So we need to set a little bit curving here, more like this. Okay. Let's add a little bit of noise too now. And again, let's assign the level, do a tiny bit so it never gets quiet, okay? So it never gets to 0. So we always have some noise instead of 0. And again, let's assign it to LFO2. Around this, let's hear it. Barely hear it, but it's there. As soon as we push then the sound up, it will appear. There it is. Of course, don't forget, always do mono voicing when working with basses. Otherwise, any release or any note overlapping, because we don't want basses overlapping. So also let's add a little bit of release here. So from here, we're set in this section. Let's go now into the effects. So in the effects, we're going to start with a distortion. Tube distortion, about 85, 90. Now let's try to give it a little bit of width with some chorus. And usually if you hear chorus, just goes wobbling around left and right and all that. And if you want a steady chorus to get a width effect that usually we want with with the basses without being wobbling left and right, we want a steady width. Let's change the rate to 0, and that way, as you can see, it stays steady. So let's bring the depth a little bit lower and the feedback higher. So on the feedback, about 31. Let's go a little bit higher. And let's do a low pass up to 2K. Okay, from here, let's go now to added EQ and remove a little bit of those mids. Well, actually make those mids bounce a little bit. So let's bring the gain down. And again, let's assign it to LFO2. Bring it so it gets close to the 0 position. And of course, this will be a bell. Open it, about 35. And let's move it around the 500 area, 400. Looks good. Let's move this EQ up, because next we're going to open the compressor. Again, a multiband. And let's see. So it's pulling too much the high, so we're going to push this one down. We don't want all those highs compressed. Let's recover the sub. Usually when I'm doing multiband, always leave it around that black area. That way it won't be compressed or expanded. We kind of maintain, it will be, but really slightly. So we kind of maintain the same level that we had before the compression on the sub. Bring a little bit of mid side. Add a little bit of gain. What? Short release. And a short attack as well. So it gets faster attacking and releasing, of course. That way we get more of that pumping effect. So after the compressor, let's do a little bit of reverb just to get everything smooth and get it into space. It's about 1.7. Reduce the size just to add some volume to the sound. Remove the spin and the spin dead, because we don't want it to go wobbling around. A bit more release. The highs. A bit more space. Nice. So now in the chorus we can reduce a little bit, mix it, dial back a little bit. It doesn't get so wide. We want a little bit of width, but not that much. From the serum, we got all set up. And afterwards, let's add a little bit of distortion, because as you can see, this sound is quite simple, no matter speak, design-wise. And then the magic where it comes will be in the distortion and the post-processing, right? So let's set a multiband on trash. And for the mids, we're going to use distort and the crunchy taco. Okay, that's too much, of course, so let's mix it. Add a little bit more drive. Now let's compensate a little bit the highs with a bit of fuzz, acid. So that you're hearing actually is from the release of the serum. So if you want to remove it, just remove a little bit of release on the serum, or if you want to extend it, just add a bit more. Let's go back to it. Hear it. So let's do a short one. And this is it. This is my recreation of the bass of Jungle Dub from Drumsound and Bassline Smith. So, if you like this video, make sure you get subscribed to the channel and keep notifications of our future videos. And if you want to support the channel, consider grabbing one of our products at DNBacademy.com. We have great preset packs, producer bundles made by pro artists like Icicle, Current Value, Abyss, Mastic, and many more, showing you how to make a track from start to finish with all project files, presets, samples, etc. included. And speaking about samples and presets, if you want the ones from this video, consider joining the Preset Pass. The link is also in the description below. So thanks for watching, I hope you have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next videos.